BW Sports One, sports media marketing and design. Check us out at bwsports1.com. It's another original BW Sports One production. Pew pew! What's poppin'? Man, I was waiting. I was hesitating. What is going on, my man? It is the Dukes of Football Season 4 premiere.
Ear. Bro, can you freaking believe it? 4 years, 4 seasons, 4 seasons of just ridiculousness of football conversation.
I was going to say, football is finally here.
Yes, finally. So am I supposed to go, finally?
There you go. There you go. I love it.
Oh, hell. What has Matt got going on?
Oh, boy. Hey, you know what we are? We are DTF, though. Duke talking football, of course. I don't know where your mind was going, but this is what we do. Duke's talking football. Get your new shirts. Multiple different colors. There's different color option shirts. We have maize for that guy. We have the green for this guy. It's all on the website, bwsports1.com. Thank you, Printed Memories, for being a wonderful partner of all our apparel and future stuff coming soon.
I am definitely going on the website. I won't promise it will be tonight, but I can promise you it'll be in the next 24 hours to get the fams t-shirts ordered because it is becoming football season and people need to know where to find us.
It is. Well, and speaking of, I know my nephew started, all my nephews actually started school today and this week, the past couple days. And I know somebody's getting ready for some football soon, right? Little Elijah.
Yeah, if you saw in the subtitles of the post, I put the PYFL in there, the Pike Football League, Youth Football League.
I did.
So yeah, no, they
Timmy.
He's been doing work all summer. He's got his pads. They had their first full pad workout yesterday. Teams is ready, and we are ready.
It's time for some football
all over. So just a little background, like when we get started on the regular season shows, like the next 4 weeks are going to be our divisional package where we're going to break down the divisions on both sides of the AFC and the NFC. Tonight's episode, we're going to start with this guy right here with the East, the AFC and the NFC East. And each week coming up, we're going to do another set of games leading into our NCAA kickoff show and then the NFL kickoff show. And then we go right into the season. So a lot of all of our new things will start to kick in over the next couple of weeks. So be ready, be excited. It's going to be a great year. And we're coming in full blast.
Okay. So Matt just said it. I was waiting on it. Thank you. Vin Scully. Catch. Got to throw it out there. RIP. I don't have anything to drink but water. There you have it.
There you go. Vince. He did something that I like. Oh, no. He said it went through his legs. The Mets win the pennant.
He's not. No, it wasn't him. Okay. I was thinking of something else. Nope. It wasn't him.
No. So,
not saying he wasn't good.
Yeah. Oh, like I was saying, when the new stuff starts out, we're going to hit all areas. We'll take care of the high school. So if any of our watchers, followers, you have your kids or your town's football team, high school football team that you're rooting on. You got special things going on with them. Make sure you contact us. Maybe we can get them on the spotlight for high school for that particular week. And obviously, we'll be hitting the NCAA. So much going on with them. And we hadn't even hit the field yet. So be looking out for that. Preview show is going to be outstanding. And obviously, we're going to have our NFL coverage and some changes up this year. The picks are not going to just be Dan and I. The picks are going to be across our network. So we're going to have picks for all of our people. So it's going to be pretty fun this year.
Picks for you and you and you and you.
So it's going to be absolutely amazing to see who wins out at the end of the year when it comes to the picks of the football. So, and then we got familiar faces coming back. You'll see the Dynasty Bros giving us the fantasy insight. You'll see them again. You'll see our guy out in Vegas, Raphael, or the great Raphael Esparza. You'll catch him giving you the sneak. So he'll get some sneaky under backhanded picks for your betting news. So it's gonna be a fun year, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have people from the network dropping in and out as we go through the season. So I'm ready, D.
Oh man, I can't wait, dude. I got notes. I got mental notes. I got physical notes. I got my water. I got my mouse right here. I'm ready, man. I am ready.
I got some slides. I got some Woodford, and I got some home-brewed iced tea.
Now that's a real Arnold Palmer right there. The home-brewed iced tea with the bourbon.
Preach. I might put that on the menu.
Why not?
All right, bro. I guess it's time to get into it. So, yeah, let's go check it out. Ooh, we got slides. So, I guess we're going to start off with the AFC, man. Let's start off with the AFC because I will let you finish the show talking about your undying love for the Eagles.
I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that.
So AFC overall last year kind of finished where we thought they finished. They'd have 1.5 good teams and 2.5 terrible teams, and that's exactly what we got. Me personally, I don't see a whole lot of difference, maybe in the numbers in the schedule, but I really don't see a whole lot of growth out of this particular division with the Buffalo and New England. Buffalo won the division last year. I think what they finished in 11-6. So this is going to be, it'll be an interesting division to watch. There's a lot of good young quarterbacks in this division.
Mm-hmm.
So
there is. I'm definitely like I've been on it for the past couple years now. That Miami defense, they're doing stuff, and they actually, we'll talk about them here in a minute, but I don't think Buffalo's completely blindsided out of this division to be the winner and all that, but definitely ain't going to be the Jets. We'll just say that.
It definitely will not be the Jets. Hey, if you want to work the comments, I'll kind of do this because I can only do so much.
I got you.
Not to say that I can't. Hey, ADD is hard with this one.
Look, Zach Wilson is a legend.
Listen,
Zach Wilson's offensive line will be the legend killer.
Legend killer all day long. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we can go ahead and start with who are we going to start with? We'll start with the Buffalo Bills since they won that division last year. So they finished the year last year at 11-6. A lot of good things going on for them. They're a solid football team, a Super Bowl contending football team, one of the better quarterbacks in all of the league type teams. So what are your expectations? As you can see down here at the bottom, these are our predictions of what we think this team will do next season. So, or this coming season. So what do you think about the Buffalo Bills, Dan?
Well, the defense of the Buffalo Bills kept them in a lot of games when certain things didn't go the offense's way. However, in that same sense, you still got Josh Allen coming back off a hell of a performance throughout the whole season, really, last year overall. Excuse me. But he also not only now has Stephon Diggs, he also has James Jamison Crowder there with him as well. So I really think that things are looking up even more for the Buffalo Bills. I think that it's going to definitely be a team to watch late in the playoffs and see what happens again, just kind of like last year, and maybe a little bit different story for them.
I definitely see Buffalo being one of those teams in the conversation at the end. I haven't quite yet proclaimed them being in the AFC Championship game yet, but they very well could be. Josh Allen is an absolute star stud. I wish he used more of his arm than his leg so much, but with Stephon Diggs being there now, it should be a little better for him to spread out the wealth. They got a solid running game. They need to use the running back more than they use him. You know what I mean? I think he should be the Steve Young prototype, like run when it's necessary, not run when it's needed, not when it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's what I think they should live for him. But you also got the fact that they got Von Miller this year too. They stole him away from the Rams, so he should bring great leadership and work ethic to that defense. So I see big things coming out of Buffalo.
Yeah, and you mentioned the running game. They did add a pretty good key player in the running backs position. However, right now, on paper, he's the number 2 running back. He is the rookie from Georgia, James Cook. So it's definitely, like I said, not only is the defense going to just be stout even more with Von Miller and other aspects, and not maybe necessarily his full on the field presence, but on the sidelines, kind of mentoring. And Buffalo's on it. Buffalo's definitely on it.
Yeah, don't slip on Buffalo. You know what I mean? And they have a team where they can go win in hostile places like Kansas City and the pit. What is it called out there? The black hole out there in Vegas, because that's becoming to be one of the hard places to go in there and win, and it's brand new. You know what I'm saying? So they have the team that can go at some of these places on the road and win. So and it's going to be very difficult to come in and win in Buffalo in late October, November, December. So they better get them early.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Did you see what the source said a minute ago?
No, I missed it.
Hey, man. Hey, shit happens, source. Shit happens.
I do. Yeah, it does. Well, shit. My bad. There you go.
Well, how about, I was going to say, how about now we go to the New England Patriots?
There you go.
We was just segueing it.
Oh, that didn't make sense. I don't know how I did that. Hey,
man, season 4, baby. Season 4. That's all I gotta say.
I told you we just get started. By the time we get to the end, we have got this shit down pat. Ass. All right, so New England after Tom Brady. Actually, I think they did better last year than I thought they was going to do.
Excuse me. Yeah, they did definitely. I didn't see them being, and it was kind of their defense that held them into games a lot of the times. So,
yeah. So, I mean, really, the whole thing with them is trying to get these young guys to gel and grow together. I just noticed I didn't talk about none of the spotlight things, but we were so ready to talk about football, it didn't really matter. But he's got, I mean, there's such things going on in New England with so many coaching staff and everything leaving. I think more so than the play on the field, it's going to be how things are ran off the field. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a defensive coordinator. They don't have an offensive coordinator. Bill Belichick is more of a defensive style coach, but it's more involved in the offense. So it's going to be kind of tricky to figure out what New England is going to be about. I think they're going to rely again on their defense to help them out until somebody just anoints themselves in the receiving game or maybe the running game to give Matt Jones a little help. But I think it's going to be a little more difficult for New England in this division this year than it has been in the past with the emergence of Miami.
Yeah, and well, you speak of Miami again. New England did pull Devontae Parker from Miami this season, so they do have another aerial assault attack on the field. Um, like you said, Belichick calling plays. I mean, we don't know what's going on there. Josh McDaniel finally decided to take a yeah,
A leave.
a leave. There you go. Thank you. And head to the Raiders. Took the job over there. Um, I don't know. We'll see how they handle that adversity
No.
within the organization because of all the changes. And yeah, I honestly, I mean, we were pretty close on the on our schedules
Yeah.
or our
Here we
records.
go. Patriots.
Yeah,
Boom.
I was gonna say we were really close on our man. I'm almost changing it to yours too, but no, I'm gonna leave it be. But yeah, I mean, I don't see them being any more than a 500 team or a 555 team, I should say.
Yeah, that's about what I got. You know what I mean? I flip flop. I like you're flipping flopping here. I'll flip flop with the Cowboys and Eagles in the next segment. But I just keep going back and forth. I just like I gotta stick with what I got. Got to stick with what I got. So I get it, man. This is a confusing team. That can be a very decent team that can cause problems for a lot of other teams, or they can be a very bad team.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And Malcolm Butler is there. So their defense just got another quote unquote mentor. Maybe that's what is going to take these younger teams or these, quote unquote dying teams to the next level. Maybe not this year, next year.
Next year.
Next
All
year.
right.
Maybe next year.
So moving on, that takes us to the
Yes, it
Miami
does matter
Dolphins.
who New England has, Timothy. It does. It matters everything. Yes, I know Belichick's one of the best coaches ever, but you still got to be able to do stuff on the field. And even if you have the best
It's
coach, you still
easy to be the best coach ever when you got the best player ever. You know what I mean? Remember, he wasn't shit before he got Tom Brady or Drew Bledsoe because he was
true.
good with Drew Bledsoe. But when he was with when he was with the Jets, the guy was struggling a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
He was
Message.
no, the Jets. He was with Cleveland, wasn't he? He was a Cleveland.
He's at Cleveland. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a terrible Cleveland.
him and oh hell, it was a bunch of them there at Cleveland at the same time.
So so that brings us to the Dolphins. So
Yep.
the Dolphins finished third in the division last year at 9-8. So they just finished at what 555. So they were above 500. So the Dolphins have huge expectations this year. You know what I mean? There's a lot riding on the Dolphins with this season when it comes to Tua Tagovailoa. Yes, he said it right on the first time. I'm not going to ever say it again this season. so, so I'm not. So there's a lot of pressure on Tua Tagovailoa, and there's a lot of pressure being added that I think that Tariq Hill is putting on him, trying to give him confidence. I think you're giving him a little bit more pressure. But now with all of this scandal that has come to light in Miami, I wonder how much of all of this is really going to affect the psyche of this football team.
Was there really a noticeable psych, going on in Miami other than, oh shit, we lost another player to injury? I mean, let's face it, the team is good. I don't care who you are. Unfortunately, I'm not a Dan Marino fan, but I know what he did on the field. I'm not a Tua Tagovailoa fan, but I see what he can potentially do on the field. But my thing, and you gave him Tyreek Hill, you gave him Cedric Wilson with Waddle. That is a pretty good receiving core. Now you also did something that even Mr. Zach Deere over at Elite Performance, where the dream of elite fitness becomes reality. Check him out, 765-499-1005. And the only reason I'm saying that right now is because he's a Miami Dolphins fan and I give him shit all the time. But he did make a very good right? He did make a very valid point. Channing Tindall from Georgia, linebacker. That is a very, very stout person put in that position. That is a necessity for their defense. Now, I think that they are a contender. I think that there's a potential playoff berth in their future.
At best, I think they're at the wild card
Well,
because
hey, that's
I haven't,
possible. You know, it's
yeah,
playoff.
it is. I haven't quite, and it's easily, but now because there's two wild cards, you know what I mean? So I feel that Tua Tagovailoa has great potential, but my problem is with the organization. You know what I mean? You're already talking about drafted. Like this goes back a couple years. Like you wanted to trade him when you drafted him. So why draft him? The kid has done nothing but improve each year he's been there, but yet all we talk about is this is his moment to prove. What does he have to prove? He's already improved his game. Like he does the work, he does all these things. So I don't understand why his name keeps coming up. And the fact that all this shit goes down with their owner being, a backdoor dude, you know what I'm saying? It kind of forces Tua on them longer now. You know what I mean? Now you forced to see what you drafted can actually turn out to instead of, throwing him to the wolves because everybody around him was hurt and he had no one to play with. You know what I'm saying? So with them losing that first round draft pick, you can't go out and get no other quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like not no big name. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they
That you're gonna
did
give the franchise to.
right, and I'm not saying he's big, but it's a hell of a pickup for a backup quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, at least they have him for
I'm a
this year. I don't
Bridgewater
know if
fan,
it's
bro.
2 years or not. Huh?
I think he's another quarterback that got shysted. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
and I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying now, okay, maybe you have a potential battle for the spot if there wasn't that much money involved and all that, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So, but this is what we have as maybe if my mouse works, but that's all right. I can do this.
The mouse.
The keyboard has a pad too. Now it wants to work. But here we have our predictions for the Dolphins. I think they decline. Me personally, I think they decline. You think they
I think they
decline as
declined by a
well?
game,
Yeah,
but they
I
still
just
make the wild card. That's how bad I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I think there's more going on in Miami, and I just don't feel it. You know what I mean? I think the under faith of Tua Tagovailoa by the organization and the over faith of Tua Tagovailoa by Tyreek Hill is going to be their downfall. And face it, there's just a lot better teams in the AFC this year.
Yeah, there is. There is. Well, we'll see.
Yes, we will.
We're getting closer and closer.
So here we go. Let's move on to them Jets.
JETSU, you suck.
Hey, this is plain and simple. This is plain and simple. They finished last in the division last year, and they're going to finish last in the division this year.
Yes. And
I mean, there's really nothing else we can say.
I'm not even going to acknowledge the last comment that came in. Not going to acknowledge it.
All right, I'll go look.
Now I like that one.
What he said exactly. Oh my Lord, this is ridiculous. That boy need Jesus.
Well, he found Mary. He found the mother.
All right. So, and they got a difficult schedule. So, as I'm looking at this, if you can see the schedule, I'm looking at this. I mean, even in the AFC, I mean, like they got some hard games, bro. Everybody on this team, like they might be able to beat the Seahawks, maybe the Vikings, maybe the Lions, maybe the Jags. I don't think they're going to beat Chicago, even though Chicago is not going to be very good either. I don't really see a whole lot of potential for them, man.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Source is on you tonight.
as you can see, I'm ignoring
Yeah.
because that's Poopy Cup. He's just mad because Penn State no one likes.
Stop it. Somebody's touchy.
All right, so
yes, the Jets suck. I'm sorry, New York fans. I'm sorry, Gary Vaynerchuk, at VaynerMedia, because he's watching right now. God love him. Sorry, man, the Jets suck. You gotta get something going. You got to get something going.
Man,
In the
it's gonna
booth.
be bad for the Jets this year,
Right?
man.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad. It's
It's
gonna be
gonna be
bad.
bad.
But you can always remember that your that your quarterback banged his mom's friend.
And on that note, that's funny. Oh shit. They beat Miami one time, Lions, Jags, and Bears. I could see that. Maybe.
Yeah, I can see it.
I think
I
that's
can
probably the 4
see it.
games that I gave them winning.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't believe it.
Right.
See, I gave him 4. I did give him 4 wins. I gave him 4 wins.
Oh, I gave him 3. Yeah, so maybe I got him. The Lions probably beat them. Anyway.
Agent Aiden Hutchinson, go blue.
Whatever. Anyway. You mentioned his name earlier. He's like Beetlejuice. The one, the only, the great Rafael Esparza from Doc Sports Picks and my bookie, our wonderful head odds maker over in Vegas, will be joining us through the season, all season long live. But right now, he's throwing us some videos on his picks in the divisions that we're talking to. So right now, here's his thoughts on the AFC East.
Rafael Esparza here from Doc Sports Services. Don't forget to check all my odds over at MyBookie as I'm a global odds maker as well. We're breaking down the AFC East. That's right, the AFC East. That's because preseason football is just around the corner. I can't believe that. But let's face it, it's all about the Buffalo Bills. They're minus 210, minus $2 around to win the AFC East. The Patriots plus 4-1. The Dolphins 4-1. And the New York Jets at plus 1900 or plus 1950. Make sure you shop around if you'd like the Jets. But I really think it's going to be between the Buffalo Bills, who total season wins at 11.5. The juice a little bit over minus 130. It's going to be between the battle of who's going to stay healthy. Is it going to be Miami? Is it going to be Buffalo? Is it going to be New England? I think it's going to be a 3-team battle. I do think the public's going to be all over Buffalo. I have them probably getting about 14, 15 wins. That's why they're minus $2, minus 210 to win the division. But if Miami, who got a lot of pieces, that could be interesting in there at 4-1 to win the division. Their total season wins at 8.5. So it could be very interesting in this division. Maybe before the season, or when the season ended last year, it was all going to be about Buffalo. But keep an eye out for New England. I think they go double-digit wins in this one. Again, at plus 450 to win the division. That could be very interesting if the sophomore Matt Jones, sophomore year, can maybe improve. I think their running game's going to be better. I think their offensive line and defensive line should be better. But I do believe it's going to be a 3-team race closely, but I think Buffalo wins it. Like I said, at minus $2, minus 210. I don't see that much value in there because it's all about health in this one. So I would say away at Lane at minus $2, minus 210. If it comes down, which I do not believe, I would think just stay away on this one. Buffalo wins it. They get double-digit wins, probably 14. I think New England gets double-digit wins. I think Miami's flirts around with that double-digit wins, but I think it's going to be a 3-team race. Sorry, Jets fans, but you're probably not going to win the division. Maybe you'll be much improved. I think maybe 6 wins, but I don't think you guys are getting close to win the division. Check me out with my NFC East division wrap-up coming soon, so hope you guys have a fantastic day.
I can't get to the button fast enough because I'm laughing. I'm gonna just disclaimer here.
6 wins with the Jets.
Disclaimer here. I don't listen to his picks or anything. He sent me these videos. All I did was to edit it. I made sure the volume was okay, and I missed the end, the cutoff at the end. But I think it's hilarious. I mean, we were pretty much the Jets. You suck.
They had nothing. He had no help. The odds had nothing up there. He said, you know what? Just hope for 6 wins. 6 wins, I think, is pushing it, Raphael.
You know what, Grace? You're fired.
That cat.
You're done. You're done.
All right, so now let's hear what the Dynasty Bros have to say for fantasy football out of the AFC division.
Yeah, well, out of
The AFC and the NFC.
Kind of the whole East.
Out of the East.
The Easts. Here he
The
goes.
Easts.
The one, the only Dynasty Bros. Check him out. Dynasty Bros FF on all the platforms.
Wakanda forever.
Whatever he said.
It's a black thing.
I got it. 1/32 worth.
I'm done with you. Now. Yes, you are.
What's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, and we are here with a special segment linking up with Black and White Sports, man. So we've had the task to take on to talk about the divisions right now. So we're going to do a divisional breakdown. What we're going to do for the next few weeks leading to the season is I'm going to talk a guy from the division that I do like and a guy that I don't like. And Dynasty Bro Vic is going to do the same. So before we get into that, this is the first go around. This is the first one. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
You got Dynasty Bro Vic, a.k.a. Chief Social FF, here with our fire-ass DJ.
Come on, man. I'm DJ Avo. What's good?
And that's how we do it. That's how you're going to know us. And before we get into it one more time, follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. And follow the main Instagram page, Dynasty Bros FF. Where can we follow you at, Vic?
Follow me at Chief Social FF and Dynasty Bros FF everywhere, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch.
Hey, Avo, where can we follow you at, my brother?
Man, you follow me on the gram at Avo Love. That's AVOLXVE. Let's go.
Hey, DJ extraordinaire. All right, so what we're going to do is let's get into these divisions. Let's get into the East. East side, AFC East, NFC East. How you want to do it? You want to bounce back the guy you like, then the guy I don't like, and then the guy you don't like, and then the guy I like.
You know, I went with two guys I like, so yeah.
You got two guys you like. All right, he got two guys he like. I got a guy I like and I don't like, but that's cool though. Right. So there ain't got to be no rhythm. We're just gonna talk two guys. I think that'd be cool. So like we're going into it, they don't know if we just like two guys. I think this is good. That's good for the good people.
Hey, well, let me go first because he playing that meek.
I knew he wanted to get in on this meek.
Hey, we gotta go to Philly, man. So look, hey, I know AJ Brown just landed in town, but a guy I'm gonna talk up is Mr. Devonta Smith. So check this out. This is all about taking the value. Like, look, of course, AJ Brown's supposed to come in and do all these big things, but don't sleep on sophomore Devonta Smith. Had a hell of a rookie season, 900 yards. He saw 104 targets, 64 catches. A lot of those missed opportunities was on Jalen Hurts, so he's supposed to be taking a step in the passing game. Reason why I like Devonta Smith is because AJ Brown has a history of not being available, not being on the field. So Devonta Smith will automatically step into that number one pass catching role if that does happen, if AJ Brown can't stay healthy. But either way, Eagles want to run a more balanced attack. They want to throw more. Devonta Smith's going to be on the field, man. So give me all the Devonta Smith at his value. He's going at about the 8th round. I'm in startups. And build your value elsewhere in the first or second round instead of taking a chance on AJ, who might disappoint. Get Devonta later, man.
All right, talking about get somebody where like their typical round of being drafted is in the first. Let's talk about Mr. Saquon Barkley, man, going into his 5th year with the Giants. New offensive coordinator, new coach. Hey, same quarterback, less weapons on the receivers that we're worried about. Let's talk about a guy who's had over 50 catches 2 of the 4 years he was playing. One of those years he only played 3 games. He was completely out. So he's pretty much averaging over 50 catches. Not targets, catches. A guy that can be involved. Right now, it sounds like they're running him in the slot some, playing him at receiver, running him out the backfield. They took away all the backfield, the guys that were behind him that actually made sense last year, because they were nervous about his comeback after his surgery. So he's rolling into a year. He's finally healthy, finally having an offseason where he's getting all the work. And all that's behind him is Matt Breida. I'm not worried about that. I love Saquon. He's rolling into the back end of the second, early third sometimes. Man, one of the few guys where when shit goes all the way right, he can have the RB1 season. I'm sticking by that. I love Saquon. Even in a bad offense, I love what he can do. Garbage time, a whole bunch of it. I can see it happening. All right, who's your next guy, bro?
All right. I will say this. I don't want no parts of the Giants offense. Saquon's injury risk, that's, it's a little bit too rich for me, but I'm not mad at it. If he stays healthy, definitely can finish as a top back. But definitely don't want those wide receivers. Definitely don't want Daniel Jones. So too much riding on, Daniel Jones doing something in order to open up that offense. That's just asking a lot. And I guess I am down on AJ Brown, so I just kind of landed on the guys I'm not really checking for. So AJ Brown's going to be out in the 3rd round. So just want to put that out there real quick. My guys are going to be like, you just ran off on a rant.
Yeah,
Tangent.
for no reason.
My bad,
bro.
my
I
bad,
don't talk shit on your guys.
My bad, bro. My bad. All right. Let's go back to a guy who I do like.
Hey, fuck Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, Dallas Cowboys, rivalries of the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, man. Look, here's why I like Dalton Schultz. Of course, all the attention is going to be on CeeDee Lamb. You know, of course, he's supposed to take that next leap. And then they just lost Amari Cooper, a lot of vacated targets there. But give me Dalton Schultz, man, a guy who finished as a tight end 3 last year, who practically went undrafted. Now he's on the radar, so definitely want to get him by your 4th round. A guy who saw 104 targets last year, 78 catches. He had 8 touchdowns. Perfect recipe. I still have him finishing as a top 5 tight end. So if you missed out on the Travis Kelce's, who's going to get a lot of targets. Missed out on the Mark Andrews, who's going to dominate. Get you some Dalton Schultz, man. Dallas is going to be a high-powered offense. They want to throw. A lot of attention on CeeDee Lamb. Schultz is going to do his thing over the middle.
All right, and I'll make this last one quick and out of so we can get out of here the same way how his passing game involvement is out of here. Mr. Damian Harris. Look, I don't want a guy who can score 15 touchdowns in a season and still in PPR end up running back 14 and barely crack the top 10 at running back 9 in standard form. So look, Ramondre Stevenson's cracking some of the, I know it's just, you know, training camp, but he's getting some of the first team touches, and we've seen what he can do if Damian's out. James White's out. Ramondre's the better pass catcher. If they do need that to happen, I just see a role where Rhamondre has to see the field some more than Damian. And I don't want the guy that's going to bake on 15 touchdowns. They brought in Devonta Parker. He's a red zone guy. Jonnu Smith coming back healthier. He's a red zone guy. I feel like if Mac Jones touchdowns passing go up, there's a world where, look, if he's not doing double-digit touchdowns in Damian Harris, I don't know where he really exists as far as these running back rankings. So that scares me. I don't want to just pin a guy on my team just because I'm expecting double-digit touchdowns. That number goes up and down year by year. So I don't want nothing to do with Damian Harris and almost nothing to do with the Patriots offense.
All right, man. Before we have DJ Ava walk us out, man, we definitely want to thank Black and White Sports for giving us this opportunity to share some of our fantasy football insights. So shout out to the One, shout out to the Ass. Hey, if you guys are listening to them, you guys are in great hands. Hey, you guys listen to us. We got you on the fantasy stuff. So clearly we'll help you dominate your leagues. Hey, DJ Ava, with that being said, can you walk us out?
I got you. Hey, yo, check us out. Y'all know where they told you where to follow us at. You know, we get down. You see how silly we are. You got to follow us, especially if you play in the leagues, man. We're going to help you dominate your league, Dynasty Bro style. Until next time, we out.
All right, Brody.
I think we may have to introduce him to the new ass, aka Dalion.
He said the One and the Ass.
With no hesitation either. That was
Zero.
great, man. They dropping the original. Hey, we've been at it for a minute, guys. We've been at this for 4 straight seasons. Well, yeah, this is our 4th, and I can't wait to get it going again now. That's a hell of a segue into the greatest division of the NFL. The NFC East, baby.
This dude has lost his everlasting mind. He said, I lost us. There we go. The greatest division. Wow.
Well, you know, at once it was the greatest division. But I will say this, regardless of how good or bad the teams are, these 4 teams are probably one of the hated rivals division, biggest hated rivalries in all of sports.
I mean, I guess, you know, that Packers-Browns, the Packers-Bears is pretty bad. You know what I mean? That's a pretty bad one. But, you know, I don't want to just diminish your division, but, you know, I mean, it's special to you, you know. No, I ain't got nothing against this division. I think it's a decent division when you leave out 2 teams.
I agree. But you know what? I'll take those 4 wins every year, hopefully.
I know you would. You got a good shot of getting 4 wins out of those guys to this division. I mean, my prediction you're not going to like. I mean, it's not going to be bad, but it's not going to be good either.
That's all right. We're going to start where you want to.
I think this I think this division will be even with the Giants. I think this division might be a little more competitive. It might not show in the win totals because once they go outside of division, some of these teams are going to get massacred. But within the division, I think it's going to be quite a competitive division. I guess we'll go ahead and start with who won the division last year. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. So that's where that's who won the division last year. The Cowboys, they finished at 12-5. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say anything good about this team. Oh my God, it pains me to say anything good about this team. But there are some good things about this team. To me, Dak Prescott's the best quarterback in the division. He's clearly shown that. Time and time again with his numbers and with his play on the field. I mean, the Eagles fan can get upset all they want to, but the numbers don't lie. So he is the best quarterback in the division. And if Jalen Hurts is better, then he's going to have to go out and prove it. Up until now, he has not, even with Dak being hurt and missing a year. So I feel that they have good pieces, but I don't know if all those pieces are ready. Ezekiel Elliott, he's a ridiculous Buckeye, so I give him nothing. But I think they focus more on him in the media than they should, and they should be focusing on Pollard. And that's what's going to be their downfall in their running game because they're going to force feed Elliott because they feel that he is still that guy, and he is not.
Money-wise, he better take it.
Yeah. When you come to – they lost a whole lot of weapons, so it's really going to be hard. For CeeDee Lamb, is his hands as good as they are with that phone and draft day? We'll find out because he's now the number one. I mean, they brought some people in, but I'm not really sure. Are they going to go after Odell Beckham? Is Odell Beckham going to take the downgrade and go play for the Cowboys? I'm not really sure. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to come down to quarterback play. That's why I still have the Cowboys winning this division.
It's unfortunate that you're wrong, but it's okay. Not everybody can be right all the time. Anyway, moving on. Look, obviously everybody knows that I am not a Dallas Cowboy fan at freaking all. Okay, at all. But I'll give it to them. They are a damn good team. They still got an offensive line that's huge in front of Dak Prescott. Maybe that's part of the reason that he looks so damn good compared to Jalen Hurts. Or is it, Jalen Hurts throwing the ball to the wrong person half the time? Maybe. But like you said, they lost Amari Cooper. I mean, that's a big part of their offensive aerial assault. Hold on. Let me look at my notes here. CeeDee Lamb is their main offensive weapon, like you said. But you did mention somebody's name. Tony Pollard. I agree with you 150,000% that should be their RB1 going forward. Get what you can for Ezekiel Elliott and turn them loose. You have Tony Pollard. Pollard has actually shown over the past couple years that he is better running back overall out of the backfield. I mean, he's great. I don't know. But
Ezekiel Elliott gave us his shelf life. He gave it to us. The running back shelf life is very small. There's very few Adrian Petersons out there that play as long as they did, as effective as he did. As you can see, the last few years, Ezekiel Elliott has been injury prone. So as soon as they figure out to bench him and go focus on Pollard, the Cowboys will be a much better team.
And I agree. And, I'm looking at their draft picks. They had a decent draft.
That goddamn linebacker boy, he is the truth, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, him.
Van Der Esch.
That guy. No. The rookie, the rookie last year. Didn't he win defensive rookie of the year? The Cowboy fan will pop in here in a minute.
I'm waiting on it. When he's needed, he won't say nothing. Parsons, thank you.
Yes. Micah Parsons.
Yes. Yes.
That's the
And
guy
that came from the Eagles fan. Thank you very much, Tim.
Yes. That's a dude. That's a dude.
Micah.
Yeah,
Micah.
that's
Look,
a
all of
dude.
them start coming in. Vic, stay out of this one. You don't want involved in this one, brother.
You don't want to get the ass on you, Vic.
Hey, yeah, we got to talk, man. The ass was put to rest. The ass is gone. It's Dalion now. Dalion.
You know, the white guy, no ass. No, I'm kidding.
No, honestly, it's going to be a crapshoot to who wins this division. Obviously, it is a two-team division. I don't see the Giants doing shit. I don't see Washington doing shit. I don't see Dallas beating Philly, and I see Philly winning the Super Bowl every year from now on until I die, but that's besides the point.
And that's changed from how many years beforehand?
Never.
No, I mean, you're gonna hate me, but I got Dallas winning both of those games against the Eagles, and it's gonna come down to quarterback play. And I mean, I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts has been proven not to hit the open guy, and Dak Prescott is, I mean, even with the little hips that he does, you know what I'm saying, the little hips. I don't know. I think the Eagles' time is coming. It's just not yet there. I need Jalen Hurts to develop more. Maybe it's this year, but I don't know. But.
Well, going real quick, going to Matt's talk, watch Gallup. He's telling us to watch Gallup. Well, no shit, because everybody's going to be double teaming CeeDee Lamb on the whole side of the field. So Gallup should be open. Gallup should be making plays. If Dak's not looking for him, I don't know what he's doing. Plain and simple.
Dak's gonna be looking for the open guy, and I like what Vic said. The tight end, right? That's who should be open a lot in Dallas is the tight end. So we'll see the development.
Oh,
you know
sure.
I mean? So yeah, we'll see the development of the Cowboys. It's basically really going to come down to how quick Jerry Jones decides that Mike McCarthy is not Sean Payton.
Hold on. Sean Payton. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got it now.
I'm Jason Garrett, buddy. All I do is clap.
Yes. All right, so let's move on to who had finished second in the division last year, which will be your Philadelphia Eagles. They finished the year at 9-8, above 500, or at 500 with the 17 games now, or 6, whatever the hell is going on.
Well, they were 555 percentage last year. Okay.
Yes, so they were above 500. You know what I mean? Like
567.
It's a winning season. You know what I'm saying? But again, I like what the Eagles are doing. I like the progression that the Eagles are going. They're trying to once again build a championship quality style football team, but you know, it's just the pieces that's just not really developed. They got a lot of new pieces that we haven't seen on the field yet. So I have reservations for the Eagles right off the bat. You know what I mean? I like their season. I think they're going to be above 500, way more than what they were. I think they're double-digit wins. I just think they finished second in the division because the Cowboys win both games. That's what I got with them.
Well, folks, again, I'm sorry he's on medication again this week. I can't help it. His damn foot had to get cut up and worked on. Now he's gone loopy on me. Philadelphia ain't losing those two games. I'm not saying they're not going to split, but they sure as hell ain't going to lose both the games this year. Not going to happen. I'm going to tell you why. Because you said it earlier. Hurts, what does he have to prove? Blah, blah, blah. He does have something to prove. No, you were talking about Tua at that point, weren't you?
Yes.
So it's kind of Tua. I'm sorry. So it's kind of like the same thing. You know, he's got something to prove. Why? Because everybody is doubting him, including my wonderful co-host here who just hates on the Eagles right now because
no, I'm going to clear that up. I'm not doubting him. I just think he's moving slower than expected.
Well, when you put him out there when they did, of course he's going to be moving slower because he was getting his ass creamed and picking it up off the ground every play. Now they're putting pieces in. Now they're getting together. But I will say this. I am very, very excited about our defense again. Our defense should be one of the top 3 defenses in the league this year. They picked up some good good drafts, good free agency. They got defensive tackle Jordan Davis and linebackers Nakobe Dean and Kyron Johnson. I am excited with our defense this year.
That's what I got, bro. Your defense is going to be really good. I don't know about top 3, but it's going to be really good. You know what I mean? But it all depends on what factor that you look at, because, every week somebody has the top defense in something. So,
this is how delusional Cowboys fans are right here. At least I'm admitting your team is decent. You ain't said shit good on my Eagles since I've met you, sir. So I promise the karma ass whooping that the Eagles are going to give the Cowboys this year, I can't wait.
oh, this is going to be
You got me fired up. I'm
season.
sweating over here. I'm fat and it's hot.
You better not be fat. All that work Zach been doing.
Phew, man. I'm on my meal plan now. I've been on a meal plan since last week. It was pretty rough last week, but this week it's not too bad. It's going all right, going decent, going very good. So,
all
here
right.
we
When
go.
I get my culinary arts degree, I'll design the meals for him in a flavorful, nutritious way. We all know healthy food ain't good.
No.
So I want to make healthy, good food.
There you go. I like it. Healthy, good food.
You know what I mean? A little bit more paprika and a little less bland.
A little dash more salt.
All right, so there you got it. I got the Eagles finished 10-7. He's gotten them at 11-6. We both felt double digits was accurate for the Eagles, and definitely a much improved football team all around. From the way ownership has been handling situations, strategic draft picks. The Eagles is in a trust the process situation that is looking very good for them. So I would say
it must be that Philadelphia thing, man. Sixers did it. They're still waiting on a championship.
hey, but it's positive. They're not the stinkers no more. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So,
It's true.
All right. So let's move on to who finished last year third is the Washington football team. I mean, yeah, they're called the Commanders, but yeah, I'm calling them the Washington football team because I'm not into this. You're lucky I ain't still calling them goddamn Redskins. Ooh, that was a double whammy.
Well, you're black. You can say it.
Today. I can't today. You know what I'm saying? The LGBTQIAFGCT community has taken, they kind of passed the black vote.
True.
Their community is one right now. We come 1B.
Damn it.
I'm good. Oh, I'm going. I'm gonna get crucified for this one. They finished the year.
We've been much worse in past years.
They finished the year last year 10-7. If you get past all the crap going into their organization off the football field, look on the football field again. This is another team that are making strides to get better. I don't know what those strides are with Carson Wentz as the quarterback, but things that they've done outside of Carson Wentz is making their team better. Signing Terry McLaurin, Irish grad. Graduated with my son at Cathedral, so I'm always.
He's been there for a minute.
He has, but he just got paid, bro. And he's been the one good thing that they've had, besides the little funny colored hair braid boy who got hurt last year from the Buckeyes.
I can't even think who you're talking about right now.
Chase, wasn't it? He was a defensive end, and he got hurt like game 1 or something. I don't know. I just know he's a Buckeye. And I don't like him. But the Commanders, I don't see a whole lot of improvement because I have zero faith, just like you do, in Carson Wentz.
I still don't. Yeah, I'm with you. I still don't. I think he is not. Anyway, I'm with you, kinda on certain aspects, but to me, they did nothing to improve. I mean, it was kind of like, here we are. It was like, that's all they did. I didn't see any improvement really. I did, Jahad Dotson from Penn State. There you go, Matt. I'll throw it out there. Good receiver pick. They did get Fedarian Mathis from Alabama and Brian Robinson Jr. from Alabama. They had draft picks. They had to pick somebody. So,
but
are they going to utilize them the way they can or the way they could potentially be played? Probably not. I mean, the team has been in shambles for a while. They're not a bad team overall. They have a damn good coach in Ron Rivera, but
it's the outside noise, man.
Yeah,
it's the outside noise.
And,
you got an
when
owner.
The outside noise is coming from the top, it's kind of hard to do your job.
Yeah. You got an owner who refuses to like this is rich people privilege if I've never seen it before in my entire life. How are you going to tell the federal government, no, I'm not going to do your subpoena, but I'll answer your questions on a Zoom call where I'm not under oath? Get the hell out of here. Man, what person in the neighborhood you going to know can say some shit like that?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Snyder needs to be ousted. I mean, there's just certain things nowadays. I mean, people, I'm going to say it. Look, people get butthurt for some of the dumbest shit in the world nowadays, but there's a certain point where you cross the line and you probably shouldn't. So don't cross the line. So there's no problems and no issues there. But, hey, I'm not a millionaire yet. I'll be there one day. But until then, even then, I'm not going to act like that. The ass may come back out a little bit here and there, but the lion's still going to be the lion.
If I wasn't walking through the hallway smacking ass before I was rich, I'm not going to walk through the hallway smacking ass when I'm rich.
It's true. That's very true.
All right, so we're moving on from ass smacking in the hallway. Ooh, let's give you our predictions. Obviously, I think they finished the exact same they finished last year. No improvement, 7 wins, 10 losses. You got them going down 6-11. So deuces, Commanders.
Look at this dude. Look, I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, he's like a gnat. Anytime we talk football, he's like a gnat. Typical Cowboys fan. Sorry, Mama.
But she's not a typical Cowboys fan.
No, she likes the Eagles too. So
as her hubby was a typical Cowboys fan. She's just a typical Cowboys fan and his wife.
But you know what? Dickie still lives on through Robbie.
Listen, I don't want to talk about the Cowboys anymore. All right, let's finish there with the last place team in this division.
Yep.
And that's going to finish the last place team in this division.
Yep.
Good quarterback, just doesn't have the pieces around him just yet. Saquon Barkley, injuries has kept him from living up. I mean, you got the biggest thighs in all of the land, but I'm not quite ready to say that you are a RB1 just yet. You know what I'm saying? You are because they don't have anybody else, but I just need you to finish the season. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be available. The best ability is availability. And a reason why a lot of these teams aren't getting the pops that they should, because on paper they look awesome, but availability is the best availability. So if you're not there, I can't holler at you.
That's right. I like it. Right there. It's so old, the tape probably doesn't even work.
That's bad. That's bad.
I love you, Mama. I love you.
You know what I mean? But they got a pretty manageable schedule. There are some winnable games that they have. I think they're capable of winning a game or two that they shouldn't, but I also think they're capable of losing a game or two that they shouldn't. So
I can definitely see that. Yeah. I mean, either way. And I will say the New York Giants, we have to see what Brian DeBall is going to bring to the team. Now, my two big questions are this. Number one, how is Saquon Barkley going to be managed now? I mean, like you said, he is injury prone. He's not the same Saquon Barkley we saw come out of college, obviously, because he's been injured year after year after year. But I think maybe this offensive scheme fits better for him overall, as long as he's got a line blocking for him. And for 2, the same. Okay, well, I like that, Tim. I'm fine with that. I hope the whole freaking division, other than our team, is managed poorly, and that we go, 17-0. But that is besides the point. Will, the second question is Daniel Jones really good? I don't know. I mean, yes, I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen him run a dash as quick as shit for a quarterback, a white quarterback. Sorry, a white quarterback running that fast. That just doesn't happen usually. And
not all of them are Peyton and Thomas. A couple of
that's
couple
what
of
we
them are
see
Steve.
for the past 20
There's a
years.
couple of them are Steve Young.
Man, I don't know. Daniel Jones, I don't think that he's all that is cracked up to be. Could that be because of the team he landed with at the time he landed there, with the debacle of the coach and just everything kind of going to shit? Possibly, but you know what? Shoulda, woulda, coulda, been there, done that to whoever. It is what it is. You got to move on and get better or not. And I don't see him getting better this year at all.
They suck 4-13.
Who is up?
I said they suck 4-13.
Oh, there you go.
That's all I got for the command
Yeah.
for the Giants. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's check out and see what the what Vegas thinks about the NFC East.
Let's get it. Hit the button, the button, the
I'm
button.
hitting it, man.
Popular Spartans are here from Doc Sports Services, and welcome back, you BW Sports 1 fans. I can't wait to be on live with you guys all football season. We should have a fantastic season, but we're breaking down the NFC East right now. And let's face it, the NFC East, I'm force-fed to watch this because my twin brother loves the Dallas Cowboys, but this one should be a really, really close one. I think it's going to be a two-team battle, a division between the Eagles and the Cowboys. I have the Eagles slightly, I think, probably going to win this one. They're plus 180. With the betting public right now, yes, boys and girls, it's the Dallas Cowboys at plus 115 to win the NFC East, the Washington Commanders 5-1, and then the New York Giants at 8-1, which I think they're probably going to be the worst team in that division. I just think maybe the New York Giants might be a totally different team next year, especially maybe with a brand new quarterback, but I would not be shocked if they carry the basement in the NFC East. But like I said, it's going to be between the Eagles and it's going to be between the Cowboys. I don't love the Cowboys just because I think they're going to struggle on offense, especially at wide receivers. I'm still not sold on their running backs. Granted, I think their offensive line will be much improved, and I think that's why they're probably plus 115 to win that division. But give me the Eagles. I really like what they did in the offseason. I think their defense is going to be much improved. I think their secondary is going to be much improved. I think getting them at plus 180. I even see it somewhere other shops you can get 2-1 for the Eagles to win the division. I think that's a really good value bet if you can find 2-1, or I would even take plus 180. I would definitely jump on the Eagles. I think they win the division. I don't want to say handily, but I think they should be close to winning the division. Their total season wins 9.5. I think it's perfect. I think whoever wins this one probably has 10 wins, maybe 11. I have the Cowboys floating around 9 wins as well. Washington Commanders, I have them probably going to be maybe 6 or 7 wins. That's why they're 5-1. I just don't think them or the Giants will come close to win this division. I think it's going to be a 2-division race. That's why give me the Eagles to win this division, with the Cowboys coming in second, Washington in third, and the lonely New York Giants, who are going to be a totally different team next year as they carry the basement in the NFC East. But get some value on the Eagles. I think they win the division. Go right back to you guys, BW Sports 1. Can't wait for you to talk to you guys live pretty soon.
I know that made you absolutely ecstatic to hear that Raphael and Vegas are kind of with you, but the general public is still with the Cowboys. So
that's all right. Let the general public build my wealth up on that pick that I'm about to drop before the season starts. All right.
that is awesome. So yeah, man, that's the AFC and NFC East, man.
You like that, Matt? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I know what it's like to win more than 3 games in the playoffs since I've been born. Pew pew. That's right.
Oh, he's shooting blanks this week, buddy. All right, so
Somebody was ready.
all right, so folks, there you have it, man. That's episode 1. Not finished yet, but that's episode 1. We broke down the East. We gave you our predictions. We gave you who we gonna think is win. We gave you all that good stuff. You saw your fantasy picks. You saw your Vegas picks. So it's gonna be a fun year. So next week we dive into what do we have next week? Is it the North or
The West.
the West? I think it might be the North. I have to look at my notes.
I thought it was the East, the West, and then we did the South and the North.
It should be
Oh,
that
we
way.
ended- we started with Philly, we
Yep,
ended-
the West is next. The West is next.
All right, cool.
So as we take it out, we still got to give you our special program. So
so before I'm gonna defer because I know you've missed out on some things that you've wanted to say this week. So I'm going to defer my whole time in the Lion's Den to the ones. What was it?
Up.
The one thought. The ones
Ones
up.
up.
That's right. It was the one thought. Now it's ones up. That's right. So I'm going to defer my time to this week to you, sir. And I'm
that
gonna
is
sit back and I'm
hilarious.
gonna-
That is hilarious. All right, so you all know. I mean, this is obviously it was coming. You all know the ruling that came down on Deshaun Watson over the past few days and the actions that the NFL have taken, the ruling that the judge has made, and the new actions that have taken place over the last 2 to 3 hours. I always try to reserve comment or judgment. Like I shouldn't be judging anybody anyway because I'm just the one. You know what I'm saying? But I always try to reserve my judgment opinion on certain things like this when it deals with athletes until the evidence comes out. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer of let the evidence come true. And you are proven innocent. You are proven guilty. You're innocent until you're proven guilty. Now, that doesn't always work in the court of public opinion. If someone says something against you, you are 100% and quickly in the public eye the wrong person. Even if you are been exonerated, they still find ways to manipulate the situation in your negative. Now, when it comes to this situation, the word precedent has been thrown around a bit the last couple of times, with what the NFL has said for certain things. Now, if you look at it, those precedents has been 1 or 2 allegations on a certain person. But when it comes to 24 allegations, at some point in time, wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Now, I've always been a person who is, if you're proven guilty or innocent in the court of law, then that's fact. So if your case was never brought up in the court of law because there was not enough evidence, I was always one to go for, well, how can you even be suspended? How can you even have a civil suit when there is no criminal activity? Now, I have been educated over the last few days. Just because you're not a criminal doesn't mean you're not a fucking creep. You know what I'm saying? Obviously stated here, this dude is a fucking creep. You might not have done nothing criminal, but you're a creep. You're a pervert. You're a predator. And these words that are coming out that I've seen in this report, the word predatory and the word, what was the other one? Not aggravated. There was another one that started with, I can't think of the word that they used, the judge used over and over again in this report. Like, I've had this guy's back because I've seen athletes, I've experienced it myself. When you get caught up in situations where you've done nothing wrong, it's just who you are and what you do that's got you in this situation. One, you need to take better decisions and putting yourself in situations that doesn't get you caught up. You go through that once. Most people go through that once and they learn it. But 24 times. And then in the report, and this is something that I have an issue with. If this particular independent judge has all of this information, and the word that she uses is predatory. And then she puts a reprimand in this to say that you can't work with any masseuse outside of the organization. Then how the hell would no criminal charges brought up against your predatory, creepy ass? If I was, I mean, it kind of sounds like I've changed 360 on this, but I haven't. I just reserve my judgment for somebody who obviously has a issue and it needs to be addressed. And if I'm an organization, hearing those words that were used in this report from this judge, there should be a clause in there where you take that $230 million back and you send his ass back to the streets.
I'm not disagreeing with you. You know, we were having a big discussion in the network talk over the past couple days, week. I don't know when it was, yesterday, day before, or something like that. And, you know, I was unaware of the wording, I guess, that was being used. No, I'm not necessarily saying, like you said, I'm not taking back that obviously he wasn't found guilty of the criminal stuff that they filed the criminal charges against. But hearing that, it's like, okay, you know, yeah, if it's that deep, it's period, plain and simple, point blank. Would you want them around your wife or daughter?
No. I mean, those are words that aren't used for regular people. You know what I'm saying? When you use the word predatory, you're a predator. That means that you prey on a certain type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I don't want in my organization. That's something I don't want on my football team. And that's definitely something I don't want around my my inner circle.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
That says 1 year. It should have been 1 year. Hey, man.
I think it should have been he's done. You know what I'm saying? 2 women, you know what I'm saying? They want to go back to this word precedent. 2 women, you know what I'm saying? With Ben Roethlisberger, yeah, you got your 6 game or your 3 games or whatever. 1 person, you know what I'm saying? A club in Vegas, whatever. He thought it was something, she thought it was something, but you know, it wasn't criminal. It was something that they had a misunderstanding. Ezekiel Elliott with his punk ass, it still wasn't criminal. You know what I'm saying? The precedent, okay, you violated this conduct. All right. 1 person. There is no precedent for 24 people.
Nah.
Now, I'm all in on conspiracy.
Not when you're giving somebody for marijuana use a year off.
Yeah, I'm all in for conspiracies. I'm all in on conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've seen athletes, you know what I mean? That's why I always say you need a Ray Donovan. You know what I mean? I've already seen athletes get caught up in these scams and things like that. But 24, where there's smoke, there is fire.
And there's a major fire going on somewhere in that man's pants.
So if some of those players in their locker room don't voice their opinion, then you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so here, this is going to lead to a question on the page. So I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say anything. This is going to be Damon, the one. Let it go. It's going to go onto the page as a post, and I want to see this freaking post go viral because we're getting ready to get into some deep shit right there with that.
Yes.
Yes. So the post will be coming out. Watch it. It's kind of like the Elite Performance Question of the Week, but
it is the Elite Performance Question of the Week.
There you go.
Inadvertently.
Yeah. All right. We'll take it, man.
All right. So there we got it.
Great season 4, episode 1. Why is she so damn late coming in? That's my question. You know, I was thinking about that the whole time, okay? The whole time he was sitting there talking about criminal. No, this guy didn't do criminal. I was like, no, Ray Rice didn't either.
Yeah, that's assault. They got that on film.
Yeah. There you go. Sundays baseball. They're back, boys. Just a bit outside, coming to you 11 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday. Check them out. Check Super Kicking It with Steven over there Sundays at 6 p.m. Sometimes he comes on Saturdays. Man, I can't keep up with him. You got stuff going on.
Pay-per-views.
SummerSlam,
It's pay-per-views, bro.
Going crazy. And just keep up with it. Keep up with it. Combat Zone getting ready to come back pretty large and in charge. Watch it because I can't wait till that drops coming out. Excuse me. Oh, man. Checkers and Wreckers, the original racing Cajun. Not Cajun. No.
Cajun? When did he become Cajun?
It sounded good for a second. All right. Tuesdays, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And all the other CWTV broadcasts that he does over there. It's a little downtime right now, so there's not a lot, but there's getting ready to come back out with it. There you go. Racing it, race chasing. There you go. Thank you. See, the source has my back as long as I'm not talking NFC East and how his Dallas Cowboys suck.
It's all season, folks. This is all season.
Here we go. All right. And as always, Damon, at the end of every single weekly show, we have a little guest that comes in and sends us off with.
Oh, it's a phantom head.
What do we do?
We keep the 8th grade sporty, baby.
And we out till next week. Check us out Wednesday.
Deuces. Get your NFC West together because we ready.
Hey, 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 hey.